Hare Krishna, this is the Gita class, chapter 5, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, 23rd slokas. We'll do the Mangalachana prayer. So, Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Salakaya Chakshurunmiritam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sakriyatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lilita Shri Vishakam Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanosute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Chavati Tanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Bhagwan Ki Jai Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, 23rd sloka, chapter 5. Shaknoti hayva yasodhum praksharira vimokshanath कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं सयुक्तस्य सुखेन रः शक्नोति हैव यस्सोढुं प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं सयुक्तस्य सुखेन रः शक्नोति हैव यस्सोढुं प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं सयुक्तस्य सुखेन रः शक्नोति is able iha eva in the present body yaha one who sodhum to tolerate. Sodhum is to tolerate. Wow. Titiksha, Sodhum. Prak, before. Sharira, the body. Vimokshanat, giving up. Kama, desire. Krodha, and anger. Udbhavam, generated from. Vegam, urges. Saha, he. Yuktaha, in trance. Saha, he. Sukhi, happy. Naraha, human being. So, translation of the Prabhupada. Before giving up this present body, if one is able to tolerate the urges of material senses and check the force of desire and anger, he is well situated and is happy in this world. So, again, Krishna is talking about the previous slokas, about how the liberated persons acts and what they are going to do it. And in the previous sloka also, yehi samsparshaja bhogaha, so basically how the liberated person or wise man don't get entangled into the material senses. And then before that, bahya sparshesha tatma vindatyatmani sukham sabbrahma yuktatma sukham akshayam ashrute. A liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasures. In turn, he is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within, and he will have the unlimited happiness, the sukham. And then this sloka also is talking about sukham only, sukhi naraha. So, this sukha, the one sukha I mentioned in the Gita, is not like a sukha dukkha, indriya sukha or indriya dukkha. Indriya sukha is also called sukha, but this sukha is like a ananda. That is unlimited happiness. Unlimited sukha is nothing but ananda. That's why our true nature is Satchit Ananda. So, because that is not related to the happiness, that is not coming through the senses. That is called ananda. So in that, Sukhi or Sukha mentioned in the Gita, whenever it talks about the liberated person, Krishna is talking about the Ananda only. So in this sloka, what he is saying is like, he is also giving a goal to us. The one who is liberated person acts like this, the one who is trying to get the liberated person or the sadhakas have this goal. Like our, New Year resolutions, but this is like a new life resolutions. Our life's resolutions he already told in this sloka. So before giving up this present body means until up to the point of giving up the present body. So the body we were given, before giving up the body, the gross body will fall off when the prarabdha karmas are ended. And the subtle body will move from this body to another body, and depending on the karmas, the subtle body also will change. So indirectly, the subtle body also will drop in this one, and then based on the karmas, for the next life, the subtle body is going to change and then mold in such a way. For example, if the subtle body is going to get in next life Devata body, the mind subtle body changes like that. And if it is an animal body, that's going to change like that. So before giving up the body means before giving up the present, if you see the gross body, that means until end the body. So in a day, if you really see waking state, after the dream state, when you wake up, then your body is active and everything. From that time onwards till to the when you go to the sleep in a day, the whole thing, during that whole thing, what you will be practicing is if one able to tolerate the edges of material senses and check the force of desire and anger. So all we need to do is a sodhum, tolerate it. Okay. The word sodom is to tolerate the urges of the material senses, the demands, the material senses, these five jnanendriyas, right? They are going to demand, hey, I want to see something beautiful, I want to hear something good, I want to taste something and smell something, touch something. It always keeps on continuing. This is like a continuous process happening in the during the daytime. And because of that, you get the kama and the krodha. When when you are thinking about all the objects and everything, that's where the kama is generated. And if it is not satisfied, then the krodha will be generated. So all you need to is like you need to tolerate the urges. He is well situated and happy in this world. So one who is able to tolerate, patiently watching it, observing it, tolerating it and controlling it, that's where he will be situated and happy in this world. So the happiness is within us, not outside. Because when the senses go out, that is what it is going out. Previous sloka it says like samsparsha bhogaha. Whenever there is a samsparsha of that, then that bhoka or bhoktum, then always dukkha yonevate. The result is dukkha only. If you want the sukha, the senses should not go out, and that's why you need to tolerate the urges of the material sense. Because of the prarabdha karmas or whatever in the situation, the senses will go, but all you need to is like patiently watch and then having patiently observe it. Don't satisfy the demands of the mind and the senses and try to tolerate it. Titiksha. So this toleration, shamadama, titiksha, and so many things mentioned here, that also helps kind of like to control the desire and anger. Then the purport, if one wants to make steady progress on the path of self-realization, he must try to control the forces of material senses. There are forces of talks, forces of anger, forces of the mind, forces of the stomach, forces of the genitals, and forces of the tongue. One who is able to control the forces of all these different senses and the mind is called Goswami or Swami. Such Goswami live strictly controlled lives and forego altogether the forces of senses. See, look at that. That Goswamis or Swami, how they live is they live strictly controlled lives and forego altogether the forces of senses. They forego altogether. So they have a strict control of the lives. Waking up in the morning, be on the bhakti all the time, and try to watch the senses, desires, and control it. Don't give strength, or don't do the actions that give strength to these senses. Instead, try to reduce it by the Adhyatma Vidya and all these good sadhanas, the religious stuffs like that. Material desires, when unsaturated, generate anger, and thus mind, eyes, and chest become agitated. Therefore, one must practice to control them before one gives up the material body. One who can do this is understood to be self-realized and is thus happy in the state of self-realization. It is the duty of the transcendentalist to try strenuously to control the desire and anger. So, when you are controlled the desire and anger, you are kind of like a self-realized soul. So, until that point, you are not going to be realizing your own true nature, because the senses will be agitating and they are drawing down us, the soul, into the material pool. That's why the desire, the kama, is the main ingredient for the material life. That's where we are all entangled. If you really observe, this is very practical. If you really observe everything, then you can able to see that. Okay. Now, Adi Shankaracharya's commentary, he says like Bhaga Sahinchano means the sodhum, right? The patience, the controlling, having the patience, you should have the more patience, tolerate fully. That's what he's saying. So again, he says like the one who is who is about to die, and who is all living, right? So up to the death of the body, up to the death of the body means every minute you will be focusing, and then you will have the so much interest of this patience of controlling the senses, desire and anger. So you should have so much patience and interest to control it, watch it all the time, not like entangled, carried away by that. So that means to that, what you need to do is like you have to be wake up, you have to be cautious all the time. Like sarvada jagarukata. That means uttishta jagrata, jagrata, or be cautious or careful in the sense. In the jagrata is a Telugu word. Jagrata means this is what it is. You're always awake in observing these senses and the mind and the desire and anger. So then how this is, so he's going to explain the kama means what. So when the indriyas are going with the objects and then they like it and they wanted to enjoy it, then that trishna will come, and that is the source for the desire. And when we get the desire fulfilled, you get the greedy, and when the desire is not fulfilled, you get the anger. So that's why the forces are like that. When you are angry, then again he's going to explain that it will show in the body, and your eyes and then the face will tell you everything, and then your the way of talking and everything will change. So this vegam, right? Shariram shiknoti yahivaya sodam prak shariram kama krododbhavam vegam. Vegam means the force. When this force happens, the subtle body is totally disturbed. When the subtle body is disturbed, the buddhi is disturbed, and only the constant purified buddhi only will be reflected, the atma will be reflected in that. Otherwise, this whole storm will be happening and you don't see the sun. So this is the highest goal, to achieve that. If you are constantly having patience, observing that, and at the same time focusing on your true nature, he is called yogi. And then that yogi only will have sukha in this life. He will be the happy. Otherwise, the happy is not in the outside. So this is what the intelligent persons are. Bodhaha, very intelligent persons will act like this. So this will be outside world. There are so many misdirections, avidya. They always think that if you do this, you'll be happy, happiness in the world, all that. Come to the Disneyland, you will be the happiest person in the world, and then go to the shore or live in this hotel or check out this particular place of the earth. You will be happy, and then after that, once you even at the young, you'll say get married and you'll be happy. Get the good job, you'll be happy. Get lots of money, you'll be happy. Eat out. So all these things are pouring us, which is totally wrong. They are all ignorant people's voices. But the intelligent person, like Krishna says, is who controls his desire and anger, who controls the material senses, and he is the only one who is going to get this happiness, and he is called yogi. Chitto uparati. Then uparati also it's called. Uparati means not entangled, going outside. So again, Vidyaprakashananda Swami also says that whoever before leaving the body, who does this, then ihaiva. And here says like shaknoti ihaiva yasodam. Whoever controls this ihaiva means shaknoti means who is capable of. Ihaiva means here, one who is capable of controlling the senses and the desire and then the anger. in this life, right now, what he will be very happy, and at the same time, he will be yogi, and he will be a self-realized person. Krishna says so many times, Tasmad yogi bhavajuna, yogina visarvesham, matkatena antaratmana. So be yogi, control these senses and everything, and then be self-realized and be with the Atman. That's what it is. So again he says like the moksha, the mokshatva, the realization or the end goal is not somewhere outside in the Swargaloka or Naraka or somewhere Urdhaloka or Patal or whatever lokas, there is nothing there. Everything is right now here itself. The calmness of the mind is the quality of that. Then again he's saying like Ihaiva, this moment, like in the Bhagavatam Katvanga story, we know that. And then he got a moksha in him second. So how he got it is he just left everything and then be still position and he realized himself. So that's why Ihaiva, at this, wherever you are, whichever position you are, places you are in, at that time itself you will be relieved, and then you will have this unlimited sukha, happiness, when the senses controlled, kama krodha is controlled, and you are, the whole subtle body is stable and purified heart. With that the Atma is reflected, and that is you will become the self-realized soul. So also Krishna is telling, giving the goal, so that don't waste even a single moment of time in doing this. So always observe the mind, and then always have these good practices, have these nice goals, and then you will be have this knowledge. Don't get carried away by the ignorance. Then Prag Sharira Vimokshanat, again he is saying before leaving the body. So because when the death comes, we don't know what the next life is going to be. So in our hand, only this 12 hours or 14 hours of waking state. That's all we have in our hand. So that's all we can do it. So that's why during this moment, don't even waste even a small kshana, minute also. So every minute you should be totally focused on Paramartha Laksha, which is nothing but moksha, nothing but realization of our true nature. Because everything is mithya, maya, and that's not us. So realizing our own self is the main goal of us. Then shiryate iti shariram. So that's what again Japan says, like this is called sharira. Prag sharira vimokshanat means he says, saying sharira means iti shariram shiryate. So this sharira is going to drop down. So no matter how much take care you take it for the body, no matter how much healthy food you eat it, no matter how much exercise or whatever you do it, this body is going to go away. That is the Nagna Satya. That is the naked truth. So that is why, that is for sure. You need to convince on that part. That's why, and then you should not waste even a minute time towards this particular goal. If you are distracted by something else, you need to at that time observe it and come back out. So that is why the main goal is to control these senses and anger. So Sakhi, and the result is so Sukhi, and he will be the happiest person. And then Mahavinashana. So then he says, like, if you don't do this, then the Shrutis are saying that is where the Mahavinashana means destruction, the biggest destruction of the human life. That is nothing called Atmahatya. That is in the Kenopanishad it says, Na chedi he vedin mahati vinastihi. If you are not controlling these things and you are behaving like an animal life, it is almost like a Atmahatya, the one who is taking the Atmahatya. And then even the Vivek Chudamani also says the same thing. So that's why before leaving the body, one who is there to control the Arishad Vargas. So Arishad Vargas are 6, and the main is Kama. And then if the Kama is not fulfilled, the Krodha will come. If it is fulfilled, the Lobha will come, Kama, Krodha, Lobha. And then the Moha, And then if it is not fulfilled, again the moha will come, that thinking that I want to do this, I want to moha. Mada Mascharya. Mada means so much anger and then so much ahankara that I am the great person, I am the god, like that. Mada, moha, mada. Mascharya means again jealous, yes, jealousness, jealous. So these are all the Arishad Vargas. So that's why these divine qualities, if you take one of the divine quality and then keep on living on that, then you can able to control this Arishad Vargas. So that's why even the Shankaracharya says like the Titiksha also is very important, right? Like sadhana chatra chatvari kadita adimanishvi yeshu satyeva sannishta yadabhavena siddhyati. There are four things, sadhana, four margas for the sadhana abhyasa, and then he's going to say that the first one is viveka, know that what is real, what is not real, have that thing and then act like that on that part. And then second one is vairagya, then brahma satyam jaganmithya evam rupa vinishaya sani chamcha viveka samudahrutah tadvairagyam jugupsaya darshana shravanadibhi dehadi brahma paryante hanicya bhoga vastuni. So he is not interested in the all the bhogas, thinking that they are temporary. We are all explained here in the previous sloka also. Viveka Vairagya, that's why he is not interested, he won't go there. Then the third one is called Samaj Damadi Shat Sampatti. So there are six sampadas, six wealth is what? First Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. So 6 ones. So Shama means control the senses. Dama means, Shama means controlling the mind. Dama means controlling the senses. Shama, Dama. Titiksha means having patience. Like here mentioned, what is that? Titiksha means Sodham here, mentioned that. Then Uparati is not going outside. Uparati. So not interested in the outside activities or the vishyas and all that. Uparati, that's again helps her. Then Titiksha, Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. Shraddha means having much faith on the Guru and Shastra. And the Samadhana means always you keep your buddhi in the Bhagavan all the time. Sarvada sthapana buddhe shuddhe brahmani sarvada tat samadhanam ityuktam natu chittasya lalanam. Not like pacifying the mind, but you focusing everything on the Bhagavan all the time. So these are all the Arishad Varga. These are 6 sadhanas mentioned to control these Arishad Vargas. And also here in this says like when you do this, then what happens is the result is you will get the apara sukha. You will get the unlimited happiness. Then in this spiritual path, he is saying again, cautioning that the laziness or pramattata means again laziness or not caring much is not going to help it. And he says like each and every minute is so important, even a second is so important that even if you get unlimited health, you are not going to get back your past 1 minute, 1 second. And that is mentioned in the Vasishtha Gita. Ayukshana ekopi sarvaratnair nalabhyate niyate tadvrodhayena pramadassu mahanaho. So again, so that is why he says like every minute make use of it, every second make use of it for the control of the indriyas. And then atmanveshana, think about who are we, who are us, who are we, and then focus on and search it out and get it. So that's why don't waste time on earning money or taking care of the money, taking care of the family, taking care of all the outside stuff. Everything is done as is, will be done, and then maintain like that, and then just maintaining that, and then keep in mind that the goal is to control. And so many other places also says like kama krodha lobha or the naraka hetus, and then darga dwaras, and then you need to control. Everywhere the message is same. And again he says like the vegam. So vegam means the force, and the force will create a big disturbance. Sa naraha. So that particular person is called Nara. So another meaning is Nara is that particular control. Narayana, the one who controls this Nara, and Ayanam, Narayana. So that then Bhagavan will stay in that particular Nara freely, happily all the time. He says everywhere, but is manifested in the buddhi of the pure heart, and the one who has control all these ones, they will have that. Then Shaknoti means what? You need to control it. Or Shaknoti means the qualified. How means Bhakti Vairagyas. So the Bhakti and Vairagya, Jnana Bhakti Vairagyas. With all these margas, you just be qualified to control these senses. So then the summary he is mentioned like the 3 points. First one is before giving up the body, try to work for the realization, self-realization. And the next point is to get the self-realization, the main thing is you need to control the desire and anger. And the last point is the one who control everything, Jita Krodaha, who won this Kama Krodas, then that particular person will get the Sampurna Sukha. And he is going to get the unlimited happiness, not the other person. So this is pretty simple, straightforward. So, and then we can experience each and everything. And that's why every minute do the dhyana, do all the practices, and then try to see that that every minute you will be controlling, and then you will have the peace of mind, calmness. First of all, outside, control everything, and then controlling the one, that is at least one level of control is there. Then inside also control everything, and then each and everything just take it as like a whatever the strategy you can follow it, but ultimately you just control the mind, and that will help you for the realization of the soul. So I remember a small story. I think one king was going there, and then one yogi was doing the dhyana, and then next to that yogi is like the beautiful wife. They are married actually. They are in the forest. The king comes, and then he likes that girl, and he wanted to take away. Then he says that person that I'm going to take away your wife, and then he says like no one can dare to take away. I can control, and I can kill the other person enemies. That's what he claims, and the Raja laughs because that person is so skinny, and then this Raja has full force of army and everything. Then he took that girl, and then they are going away, and then the yogi, that person is simply be on the dhyana. Then after a certain while, after going certain distance, the king thought that why this guy said, so he comes back again, and he asked like, what did you do? And what is thing? You didn't do anything. You said you're going to do it. He said like, then the yogi said like, yeah, first of all, when you see that, I got so much anger inside, and then I see so much desire to kill you, and then with desire, there's Kama Krodhas are arising in my mind, and then I observed it, and I controlled it, and I killed those ones, and then I was the winner. I was the winner. And then the king falls down on the feet of that yogi, and then leave that girl. So that means outside controlling the enemies, and outside are easy, and then that is not that important, but controlling the inside forces are much more important than controlling the outside forces. This is like a small example. So the summary is Bhagavan says like we need to, by whatever method you want to follow, either Jnana Marga or Karma Marga or Bhakti Marga, or whatever method you want to follow it, and control this desire and anger. Then that is where you get the unlimited happiness, and which is our true nature. Because no matter what, how many lives it goes, and until we realize ourselves true nature, we are going to be definitely not happy at all. Always you are going to be in the Dukkhalayam only, because all the material worlds are all Dukkhalayam. No matter which body you take it, which planet you go it, or which place you wear it, it's all experienced. We came from India to US thinking that here we can enjoy more, but initially it was little pleasure, little gap, and then after that again the reality of this Dukkhalaya material world. Okay, that is the goal, and then try to work towards God. Don't waste the time, and each and every minute or second is very important in this. Okay, we'll come up again for the next sloka. Hare Krishna. Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Prabhupada.